Peter Diaz died on September 2nd, 2 months before the election. They said it was a simple yet tragic allergic reaction that killed him. But I knew better. I was there when it happened. I wasn't actually there with Diaz. I was in the war room of Robert Warren, Diaz's opponent. We had an office in Richmond, but those of us in the inner circle preferred working out of Rob's home. Rob liked it too.
I hate to interrupt you girls. Soap operas. There's something you might want to see. 6 points.
Even though I wasn't at the rally where Diaz dropped dead, I didn't lie when I said I was there. Because Diaz's death was not a tragic accident. It was murder. And I was there with the murderer, although none of us knew it at the time.
I'm aware of all that. I just don't see how a man with the people can show up to events in a limo.
People don't care about policy. They care about perception. Stop. Full Windsor next time.
All right. This revolver has survived in my family for over a century. I refuse to have it busted by a bunch of boys playing war.
Well, what's Rob supposed to do with that anyway?
Why, Colson, that should be abundantly clear. He's supposed to look upon it and remember who bankrolled his campaign.
Maybe make certain investigations go away?
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Money means everything, and Rob knows it.
Ah, Miss Solange Sue, something for me?
Sorry, Mr. Williams. Is Rob here?
What's the matter, Allie?
It's Mr. K. He's yelling at me again.
What for?
What do you mean, what for? He doesn't need a reason.
Looks like everybody's on coffee break. There must not be much to do.
John, lay off. We're doing the best we can.
Have you seen the latest numbers? Stopes is within 6 points. A septuagenarian in a wheelchair who's had less than 2 months to campaign is creeping up our ass. For God's sakes, look at us. A bunch of grad students and dilettantes.
We're not grad students.
Hey, what's going on?
Stopes is closing the gap. 6 points. Diaz's death advantage is virtually gone.
Okay, so he's pulling up. He won't catch us by November 3rd. Let's just keep working our base and leaning on Stopes as an old fart. Colson, you and John come up with some fresh ads. Allison's a good writer. Get her to help you. And what's that?
Someone left it on your doorstep.
Don't open it. Maybe anthrax.
It's from Denny Cantor.
Denny Cantor? Isn't he the guy that just shot himself? What, was it last Friday?
Why is he mailing me? Dear Mr. Warren, congratulations in advance on your win. I'm writing to confess. You have someone...
It was a long letter, burdened with guilt, remorse, and the overwrought language typical of suicides. Denny was a young volunteer for Peter Diaz, and in his letter he confessed to switching Diaz's aspirin pills with naproxen, to which Diaz was fatally allergic. But that wasn't all. He also wrote that he conspired with someone in our campaign, someone close to Warren. He begged him to clean house, as he put it, and bring the person to justice. And just so there was no mistake, he provided a name.
Peter Diaz was murdered?
We have to assume the TD has a copy of this, and the Post and the networks too.
Not necessarily. The tone is too personal.
This isn't one of your crime novels. Real people don't make sense.
Well, who could he be talking about?
Rob Woodson in the Fairfax office. I wouldn't put it past him.
No, the letter said someone close.
Take a look around. This is as close as it gets.
Now, let's not start leveling accusations.
One of Maston's business associates.
Those business associates are paying for your ads, so be careful what you say about them.
Or what, I'll sleep with the fishies?
No, I'll remind you, Colson, that if anyone knew of Diaz's allergies, it would be you. You did the research on the rheumatoid arthritis attack.
All right, everyone.
Yes, and continued to run them after the man died.
How many times am I going to have to pay for that? It was an oversight.
Hey! Now read my lips. Peter Diaz was not murdered. This is the biggest bucket of horse hike I've ever heard, and we're not going to devote another ounce of brain power to it.
What are you doing?
What I always do, saving your clean white ass. Now, Rob, you and Jocelyn work on your speeches for the rally tonight. We're going to need another round of media buys. Make it happen. For the rest of you, you have your marching orders, so get busy. 6 points, people.
Mr. K, let me find out if that letter turned up anywhere else.
You know what I want you to do? Stay on the other end of the house from the next governor of Virginia.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
I didn't join this campaign to make a difference. I didn't join out of some deep loyalty to the Democratic Party. I didn't even join to make strides for women. I joined because I was bored. I joined to have something to do.
We will see in the world.
Very good, very good. You've got a good knack for this.
Okay.
What the hell's going on? Who sent this text message?
I did. Please have a seat.
We have to be at the Jefferson in 30 minutes. I don't have time for this.
Oh, John, don't be such a grumbly Gus.
What is this, anyhow?
Show and tell, apparently. Solange has something to share.
We are not going to dignify those accusations by opening that.
You're damn right we're not. It's not the same envelope. I burned it.
Right, in the wood stove in the northwest bedroom. But I submit that ignoring this accusation won't make it go away. In my limited experience, the truth always comes out.
The truth. You want to know my truth? The party. Robert Warren, governor for change. So don't give me any religious homilies about the truth.
It's a moot point anyway. You heard Mr. K. The envelope's gone.
Is it? Page 151. Fire does not destroy utterly. You left the ashes in the wood stove. So no, this is not the envelope. This is my envelope. Everyone will find a similar envelope taped to his chair, including you, John. It's under your usual seat.
What's in them?
Well, let's see. For most of us, it'll be a blank card. But for the person whose name was in Denny's envelope, the person who presumably killed Peter Diaz, I've placed a card with an X on it. Looks like everyone has a guilty conscience.
Solange, I don't know if this parlor game is a good idea.
Looks like I'm innocent.
Everyone seems to be innocent.
So, if we're through jerking around.
Hold on. Why call us here if none of our names is in the envelope?
Because one of our names was in the envelope. Looks like not all our cards are on the table.
This is stupid. I didn't kill anyone.
Conspiracy is a crime, same as pulling the trigger.
Rob?
Allie, is it true? Allie, put that down.
I did it for you, Rob. You're always talking about how much Jocelyn does for your campaign. But I'm the one that's gonna win this election for you.
Allison, we know you didn't mean him to die. It was just supposed to send him to the hospital, to call attention to his dependency on painkillers and kill his candidacy.
See? She gets it. We're smart, Rob. We're not just something to look at.
I never said that. You're part of the team.
I'm just one of your girls to you. One of your...
When this gets out, the press is going to eat our lunch with chips.
Like hell. Allison is going down. We're going to denounce her so loudly the press will have no choice but to fall in line behind us. She's a rogue element, a non-person, and she was never at this house.
John, you can't just pretend that...
Please separate your brains from your balls, Mr. Haxel. We have worked far too hard to be taken down by some twittering Jimmy Choo wearing bimbo. Now, come on, people. Let's go. We have a rally to attend. 6 points.
So, Allison conspired with Denny Cantor to poison Diaz. That was quite a risk you took back there. I'm still shaking. I don't like risk. Everyone thinks I'm there to just smile and wave. But I have the hardest job of all, risk management. Rob just makes it harder. If you found Denny's envelope, you should have given it to me, privately.
Unfortunately, John is too good at what he does. I have no idea where he disposed of the envelope.
If you didn't see the envelope, how did you know Allison did it?
I didn't.
Solange, ride with us. I understand you graduated at the top of your class from WNL Law.
That's true.
So tell me, how's this all going to play out for Allison?
John knows what he's doing, but I think persecuting Allison is the wrong move. For the sake of Diaz's family, do justice. But for Allison's, love kindness. She needs help. I think she imagined you loved her.
That's some imagination. May I?
I made some suggestions for your speech tonight.
Just one more question. What made you decide to play Miss Marple?
I didn't have anything to do.
That will change.